T.S.F accused of headbutting Roy Keane wept in court today as he claimed the angry ex-footballer told him to see me outside. Scott Law claimed the pundit was puffing his cheeks out and banging on the window of the skybox at the Emirates.
The 43-year-old, who is accused of knocking Keane through a set of doors, said he had never really seen that behavior from someone who was working in the skybox. Law added, "Mr. Keane picked me out and started telling me to see him outside. He was pointing to doors in the box.
The dad was watching Arsenal take on United when Keane, 52, celebrated a goal from his former club. He claimed he went inside the stadium to go to the toilet and encountered the ex-footballer, who collided into him.
Read more news. Wembley woes watch moment. Erling Haaland's dad is taunted with Roy Keane chant on tube. Thank Bruno. I'm happy to be proved wrong, says Keane as he eats his words about United star. Prosecutor Simon Jones KC asked, "Are you seriously saying that Roy Keane ran into the top of your head?" Law, who cried while being questioned, said, "I put my head down in a defensive manner to protect my face." He also told Highbury Corner Magistrates Court he suffered injuries to his face from Mr. Keane's elbow.
Footage released yesterday apparently shows Keane elbowing Law in the aftermath of the alleged headbutt incident. Most read in football. Tough Times crisis club Everton set for fire sale with every player available for transfer. Pundits pet Micah branded Keane's puppy after defending friend over fan headbutt. More to give. Jose Mourinho agrees shock return to management with European giants stacking Benjamin's Man United Arsenal target. Benjamin Sesko says yes to side in £56 million deal. The Arsenal fan was accused of dramatically changing his ridiculous defence from a prepared statement he gave police the next day.
Law had claimed he moved his head forward in a preemptive strike to defend himself from a violent approach by Keane. I'm happy to be proved wrong, says Roy Keane as Man United legend eats his words about current star after FA Cup triumph. When quizzed about the change in story, the civil engineer claimed he had no sleep, adding, "It was the worst night of my life."
Law's evidence comes after Micah Richards earlier took the stand after he stepped in to restrain the football fan. The Sky Sports pundit was forced to deny he was Keane's puppy as he told the court he did what any friend would.
Richards added, "I grappled with him. I said, what did you do that for? He was saying F*****ing this, F*****ing that. I grabbed him and moved him down the corridor. I had him, I couldn't hold him for long enough so he run off.
I was trying to restrain him until security arrived. He said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Richards said Keane was physically massively shaken up after Law arched his head back during the brawl.
The ex-England ace added, "I felt a bit sorry for Roy. I was shocked and so was Roy, we were in disbelief. I think he handled it quite well. I intervened, I felt sorry for Roy, he came to work to do his job and he was assaulted."
I did what any friend would do. I stopped him and diffused the situation. But defense lawyer Charles Sherrard KC branded Richards Roy Keane's stooge and said he believes there was never a headbutt. Richards then told the court his colleague was just trying to defend himself after footage apparently showed Keane elbowing Law in the aftermath.
Mr. Sherrard said, "I'm going to suggest this is where you are Mr. Keane's puppy. It's an uppercut elbow to the nose." But Richards said he didn't agree, and also denied a footballer would get sent off for displaying similar tactics.
Inside Roy Keane and Micah Richards' unlikely bromance. Roy Keane and Micah Richards may have been separated by the Manchester divide as players. But they have been thick as thieves since forming an unlikely friendship as pundits.
The duo initially appeared to be chalk and cheese while appearing on Sky Sports. But despite their differing personalities, they have an underlying respect. Fun-loving ex-City star Richards, 35, once said of his notoriously grump United pal, "Never did I think we'd have a relationship like that."
Working with him is an absolute pleasure. I'm in awe of him. Ahead of Euro 2020, the pair starred in their own show together, with their on-screen chemistry and friendship clear for all to see. The 5-episode series, titled Micah and Roy's Road to Wembley, followed the pair during that summer's European Championships.
Keane was previously accused of taking glory in his reputation as a hard man, as he was grilled over infamous tackles during his career. Mr. Sherrard also referenced Keane holding the record for the most red cards in English football.
He then suggested Keane had used gratuitous violence by smashing Law in the face. The lawyer said, "How are you stopping somebody getting away with an elbow to the face, with your bent arm? That was your way of retaliating."
"You were the only person who delivered any unlawful violence. There was no need for that, was there? That injury to Mr. Law's nose was caused by you, in that way, in that moment." But taking the stand, Keane denied all the allegations, with the court told he was actually carrying a bag in each hand at the time.
He said, "I was assaulted in the workplace as a pundit and I was trying to stop him getting away. That was my only intention." The court heard the ex-footballers had been commenting on the game from a glass studio before the attack on September 3rd.
Law was sat in front of the room when he noticed Keane celebrating a United goal, which was later chalked off by VAR. Prosecutor Simon Jones told the court this was a catalyst for the shocking and unlawful attack.
Law allegedly made his way to an area where he delivered a forceful headbutt to Keane's chest, knocking him backwards. Read more Sun stories. Mucking out. Katie Price's mucky mansion deserted with rubbish piled up on drive. Shock loss. Mum, 31, died by her newborn son's cot when her brain suddenly switched off. The married dad fled the scene following the brawl but was arrested the following day, it was said.
Law denies a charge of common assault. The trial continues.